I wish we could see your face. I wish we could see your
I don't
face.
know, but hold on. Understand, hold on.
I wish we could see your face. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing any Gambian song on major platforms around the world, it is because of this gentleman right here. If you're hearing Jizzle in Japan, if you're listening to Hussein in Dubai, if you're listening to okay, much better. If you're listening to Uche, that's currently the longest running Gambian album on major digital platforms, is because of this gentleman right here. So Yuva Mr. Jallow with the amazing company two plus, is plus 220. That's his company. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, bro.
Yo, give me a second.
Yes. Just
Pretty
put
messed up, man. Got to run in late. Traffic.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you're in Africa and you don't know anything about lateness, you're probably in the wrong continent. 2022 is upon us. We're almost losing our minds here
Yep.
already. So, Mr. Jallow, you're part of the
Mm-hmm.
big name. You're part of the people that started um, shows like Fila. You worked on the open mic, and you're part of the people that played a big role in the structuring of the Gambian music industry. At some point, you
Yep.
left and you went to Mozambique, if I'm correct, to Mozambique for a while, for a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
and you came back to town. But coming back, you came with fresh ideas. You certainly found a need to digitalize the music, and that has worked
Yes,
tremendously.
sir.
So, talk to us a little bit about the transition here. After being in the music industry, what was wrong, and what did you find on your trip away that made you come back to want to bring change?
Like I think we had this interview. I don't know if you're getting me properly.
Oh yeah, and I can hear you. I can
My
hear you though.
All right, cool. So basically, like I went to Mozambique for a different reason.
Yeah.
Hustle spirit. So but then, I went there and then found another way out. You know, it was stressful,
Okay.
but alhamdulillah. So like you said, I was in the music before, then I quit, and then whilst I was in the music, I was studying things. Made a lot of connects. Like as you know, the industries connections and all that collaboration and all that. So
Right.
yeah, most of the artists that I work today is because of the connection I had before. For example, like people who say I work with Digital a lot because it's someone that I've been working with since 2014 before he became who he is today.
Right.
It's a long time relationship. So him, Mighty Joe, G, by Babu and all of them. These are all people that I've worked with before and still. you know.
Mhm.
So the transition happened when I met a Nigerian guy and who told me about this thing. Like, he said like he cannot find any Gambian music on these platforms and all that. So you told me like, you know what? Once I was doing some digital marketing course online,
Mhm.
so he told me about this. So I said, okay, thing, why not? Let me get into this. That's how this plug or plus 220 now plug 220 came into place. So you
Mhm.
have the plug as the digital marketing, the plus 220 that is music related stuff. Yeah.
Now, I think for a lot of people that do not understand the science of digital marketing, or more so of digitalizing of digitalizing the music now. So just walk us as layman, through the process. So I make a song, or
Yeah.
the producer produces a song for me, and what
Mhm.
happens is once the product is done, it's brought over to you,
Yep.
right? So what happens
Mhm.
from there?
Yeah. What's happening from there is first of all there's a contract, there's agreement between all these artists. That is the artist granted us exclusive license to upload the music digitally. So we own it
Okay.
digitally. for depending for a period of 1 year, 2 years, whatever we've signed. So when I get it, I make sure it is clear, like from the producers, or if there's a featured artist, I make sure that it's clear. That is something lacking here in the music. So a lot of people, artists, or a lot of artists don't know what clearing a songs means. So they think when you do a collab with any artist outside, you just put it out. No, that's a clearance. So once I make sure I get all that out, so I upload it to a platform. I make sure it's available on all these platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. So once it's available on all these platforms, so it's like a sub. So it's like a sub. So we make sure it's just like you bring in a new product, and then you have to make sure it's available at every major supermarkets and small shops,
Hmm.
so people
Oh, okay.
can consume it. So that's how it works.
So speaking of Gambians, knowing that we barely have electricity, we barely have adequate internet as well. This
Mhm.
must certainly be a struggle for you. How do you deal?
Yeah, I think a major problem right now we have is internet. It's expensive. So that's why it affects a lot of streaming. And like basically affects everything. The way internet is expensive here is ridiculous. So, I get a lot of people when they have access to internet or Wi-Fi, they download the music so they can listen to it offline. So when that happens, you will see a, a decline in revenue. So there's you want they will charge you, they will pay you per the download at once, instead of the regular streams when you are online listening to the songs every time. So that's another thing because of the internet. Us Sometimes I think there was a time my laptop had an issue, my battery, because of electricity. It came on fat and it went fat. Like it come on fat with them fat, like they
Yeah.
say here. So, and then the battery had an issue. So since then it's been a tough journey. I had to use my phone until like 2 weeks ago, when a good friend, a brother, got
Mhm.
me a very good machine. Because I've been trying a lot. So I told all the artists, you know what, you gotta do some GoFundMe account, and
Right.
and yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But that was a joke anyway. So now we're back. So looking forward to more. And yeah, and during that period, so I was trying to link up with more partners to get us on major on more exposure. So we partnered with Vydia, so we use
Right.
Nvidia,
Hmm.
which many distros are using their platform as well. So that's why you see a lot of artists are getting the verification tag on ID and all this because of them, and they are getting on playlists as well. Yeah. So through that period, it was easy for me to use my phone then to upload when I was having my own stuff. But then you have to consider the how internet, like I said, is expensive and sometimes slow, so it affects the processing of songs and all that. But now, back, like I said, the internet is the problem, you know, because when people are free at free Wi-Fi, or they have access to Wi-Fi somewhere, when they go out in a restaurant or to a friend's house, you see them on YouTube, on AudioMac, on all these platforms streaming,
Hmm.
downloading. So when they get back home, they will watch offline. So I think right now a major problem is the internet, and then the banking system. A lot of people don't have Visa cards. So like personally for me, I have two Apple accounts, which are family. So I added a lot of people to it. Yamafi, Punyam Tanyuma
Hmm.
access Apple Music, you
Hmm.
know. So I have a Spotify account as well, which I gave it to a few people or family, so they will have access to Spotify, so they will stream the music. So that's how. Yeah, I think the banking system, and then the data as well. That's our problem for now.
Two plus 220 is
Yeah.
currently, like, I mean, if any one of you are online and you're aware, you follow Yuva and the work that he does. We're talking about distribution, we're talking about publishing, and we're talking about management as well. So you currently have artists under your management, if I'm correct, right?
No, right now we haven't started because
Okay.
management is a whole lot of job. But as we are expanding, like I said before, it was only me.
Mhm.
Now I have two people working with me. You know,
Right.
so I've trained one of them for the past couple of months. Like he's a fast learner. I think you have
Okay.
seen my tweets. So he's behind. He'll be handling the distribution from next year. So anything
Mhm.
disregarding distro, you go in. So I want to focus fully on the A&R thing. Finding talent. Helping them develop the talent and all that stuff. So you know, yeah. So I found three people that I want to work with. Focus more next year. Not meaning I will not focus on other artists as well. That we are trying to do distro for, but I will not be focusing more like I've been for the last 3 years on the distribution side. So this guy will handle it, and then the other guy, once we finalize, he'll be handling management as well. So I'll be more of the just administrative part. Just talking to when it's time for pitching for songs and all that. I will do that. So, but the other guy will be handling operations and then content as well. So this other one will be handling management as well. So I'll be doing more of the A&R thing,
In terms of we call they call it Dirty December. Dirty December is currently ongoing, and we have a lot of international performances currently
Yeah.
going. Now, does that affect your work in any form, or does that enhance? Has anyone tried to sell Yuva to any of the international acts that are coming through the country?
Yeah, well, for like I said, I'm trying to expand. So most that are coming here is Senegalese,
Yeah.
So home, yeah, if they reach out to me, I will definitely. But if you look at as well, I think streaming is more established here in Gambia than in Senegal. Even though they, for them, YouTube is their biggest go-to platform, and now we have Audio Mac,
Mhm.
So yes, I'm trying to expand into Senegal as well and into Guinea, try how we can bridge the gap between these two countries, between us, Senegal, and then Gambia. So for Senegal, it's already on the works. So
Right.
as it's all going to be +221 and then +224. So
Okay.
but then the general company will be plugged. Still, the +220 is under the plug, which is the registered company here in the Gambia. So the
Mhm.
+220 is just the price of the plug.
Now, in terms of numbers,
Mhm.
let me get your perspective on this. I saw you had like a breakdown of the stats for the artists
Yeah,
that
for
are
this year.
under, yeah, for this year, basically for the artists
For,
that are under
mm.
your distribution company. And
Well, no, like that tweet is not only for the artists that are on the plug. It's generally the most the longest charting albums that are released in Gambia 2021 this year. It's
okay.
not about just the plug. Like you said, digital, there's a lot of way you can get insight and statistics of certain things. So for
Okay.
someone,
Okay.
me personally, every day when I wake up is when I automatically plug in my earpods, it goes straight to Apple Music. It plays
Right.
music, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So when that happens, I strictly go into my playlist or just go check the daily charts 100 and then the top albums, the 200 album chart of all genres. So that's how I
Mhm.
monitor. Every day I will check if this album is inside the top 100. So I
Okay.
will scroll up to 100. If the album is not there, even though some of them they will be like around the 200 plus or 180 something, so I will not consider it. So I will just consider
Right.
the 100. So
Okay.
I'll keep in mind something. I will just write it in my book, and then check again. If I check today, this album is inside the top 100 album chart this week, and then I check again the following week, and I say it, I'll just assume, okay, right, this is there, or there's another site inside a website that I paid for premium, so I will just check every day. I'll just search for an album. It will just give me the album, how many times it has been on these charts. So this is determined by how much the song or how much the album is being played per day. So it stays there as long as people are streaming the album. it stays there. So that's how you know, oh, okay, this album is charting, this album is trending, or whatnot.
The controversy between Uche and Dada kind of made things look weird. Now we have Uche with his debut EP. It's not even an album, bro. It's a
Yep.
debut EP that is somewhat termed to be the longest charting Gambia album on Apple Music. Now, after listening to you, let me ask you this question as an expert as well and someone that is musically sound. What do you think Uche put in his music that was different, that kind of made people fall in love with it, and to have it on the chart for this week, for this long period of time? What do you think? What do you think he did different?
Like I said, I quoted a post today on Facebook. It tells you Afrobeat is the most listened to genre currently in the world
Okay.
and then in Gambia especially. Okay, if you look at the top charting albums, they are
Mm.
all Afrobeat. You know, okay. When I first listened to the EP, yeah, I sent it to two majors. One of
Yeah.
them wanted to distribute it, right? The other one,
Hmm.
it was too short. With the basically the whole reason was it was too close to the planned release date of when Uche wanted it to come out. So
Right.
when I listened to it, I went straight to Twitter. I said this EP is 10/10, straight up.
Wow.
So basically, okay, uh, like all of the people that put out albums this year or EPs did great. I think there has never been any year we had so much releases, debuts than 2021.
Right.
A lot of debuts came out, EPs, albums, like they all came out. Like a lot of good music came out.
True.
So I think this is not me, Yuba, who said it or plus 2 0. This is the people, because this is not something for Apple Music. You don't buy streams, you don't pay fans for streaming. It doesn't happen on Apple Music.
Right.
So it tells you exactly the type of music people are consuming. You
Okay.
understand? So if you look at, okay, Uche, I Can Kill Myself didn't get into top 100 number one. They didn't get into the top 100 as the most played song in Gambia for that day. They
Hmm.
didn't get. But all these songs, still the EP was released on August 5th. Still today, as we're speaking, at least one or two songs are inside the top 100
Right.
since October 1st today.
Wow.
All the six songs, one or two, three songs are inside the song.
That's dude. That's like,
Especially,
yo. Shout outs
especially
to
I Can
Uche,
Kill
bro.
Myself. Especially I Can Kill Myself. That song is a vibe. It tells
Yes.
you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It reminds me
That's what I
when
used this morning. That's what I used this morning.
yeah, it reminds me back when Jizzle dropped the next big thing. When the next big thing came out, it was a whole different vibe. Like it's not something that people expected. Still now, some people will say the next big thing is Jizzle's best project.
Right.
You know, so it tells you that this is the type of music people are consuming. And even though it doesn't tell you it's the best project or it's basically 100%, right? Because not many people, like let's say not even like 10% of the population has access to Apple Music. But
Hmm.
with the people that have access to it, okay. For instance, now let's you mentioned Hussein, yeah.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you look at Uche's numbers, generally all of it, and then you compare to Hussein. Hussein has more numbers than Uche, even on Audiomack.
Right.
So like it tells you there's a difference. Right now, if you ask me, I will say let's go with numbers on Audiomack because
Right.
it's free. A lot of people have access to it. So let's go. Like if you look at that as well, Uche's album is charting, but look at Hussein's album, it's still charting. But generally, if you look at the total number of streams, Jizzle still becomes this year the most streamed artist, taken from T last compared to last year. For 2018, 2019, Jizzle was the most streamed artist. Then
Right.
2020, with T, with Pull Up, he became the most streamed with almost 6 million streams per year. Like no one has ever had it till today.
Wow.
You understand? So now Jizzle came over with you. You look at his EP with heavy features, you would definitely expect that to happen. So now,
Mhm.
if you are going by audio mark, still Jizzle will come on top, followed by T, followed by with numbers. You followed by Hussein. Then you have Attack recently dropped, but which is doing very well.
Yep.
Attack recently dropped, doing very well. Then you have Hussein. Then you have Chanta. For ST, he recently started uploading an audio mark, so numbers are really not that are not really not that huge for now. Let's see what 2020 is gonna do.
Okay. That should be certainly an interesting conversation. But guys, if you're just joining us, this is Crude. And like I told you, we're having conversation with the finest. And this is Yuva. Yuva is an entrepreneur. He's into A&R, that's music, meaning he basically just just look for talent and equally just guide and help groom and promote them eventually. That's the company that he has. That's +220. You can follow him right here on Instagram or look him up on Twitter. He's on Facebook as well and on YouTube, if I'm correct.
No, I'm not on YouTube.
Oh, he's
We haven't
he's not on
started,
YouTube.
but
Then it's probably someone else. But speaking about the finance, the numbers, the digital strategy that he's into, that's a department that he currently handles as well. That is the digital marketing, and he also just sells Gambian music on digital platforms. So if you're an artist, this is a gentleman that you need to contact to get those streaming numbers going. Now, in terms of the payout for you, I think I have two more questions. In terms of the payout for you, knowing how much money people really make off music in the country, what does it look like at the end of the day? When you get your paycheck.
well, it's not much. It's not much. Like I
Okay.
said, not many artists get streams on these platforms that pays. Even the audio mark pays is little, but yeah, as time goes on, our artists are trying to catch up with is trying to catch up, so with the payment stuff, it's not much. I would say it's not much, but like I said, when I started, it wasn't about the money. I know it wasn't
Hmm.
going to pay off. So
Sure.
the whole reason was people starting to buy music, consume music that they are paying for. Let's say before 2018, like it
Hmm.
was just WhatsApp, SoundCloud, and all that. You know,
Yeah.
we came in place, and then everything changed. Now, like I will tell you, I get like more than tens of emails or like 20 messages on WhatsApp like every day from new artists. You
Right.
know, but then again, we are doing a business. You understand? It's not
Sure.
a charity organization. So when you send us music, when I listen to it, I side with my people to see if there's a potential. So this is what a lot of people don't understand. I get a lot of backlashes, like when I tell art, sorry, but we cannot move forward with this release. You understand? But then again, they have to understand I'm paying for the storage that I'm using.
Sure.
You understand? So at the end of the day, there are artists that we've worked with, like since we came. I will tell you, they haven't even made $100, $100. You understand? So you
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
So you understand? So it's not paying. I will tell you, like it's nothing less than three to four, nothing more than three to four artists that are making much, like little per se.
Hmm.
But like I said, it wasn't about the money. It's about if I quit today, I would say I've achieved my goal. I've achieved what
Hmm.
I wanted. Now
Okay.
everyone wants it's either me or somewhere or they get it online and all that. They have to make sure their music is there. But one thing also we have to realize is that we need to invest in marketing our music.
Okay.
It's not just going if you put out like let's say 100K just for a song, just put another 200K for marketing of the song
Hmm.
of the product. Just like a businessman, you don't import goods from outside and just expect it to put it in your store like that for people to pass by and say it. No, you have to do marketing. That's why you see companies doing billboards. So once our artists understand this, I think there's more uh increase in streams because I realized what I did with Hussein's album. We did a lot of marketing. Like we did billboards, we did posters and everything. And I see
Right.
a lot of increase in his album,
Right.
and it was everywhere, So people have to understand, our artists have to understand that this is not just, record and then boom, WhatsApp and all that. No, they have to look at how these companies are working, how Africell or how QCell or how Gamcell are doing that, or how XYZ is bringing goods and make sure it is everywhere. You understand?
Hmm.
So when
Yes, I
these
do.
things comes in place, then we will talk about and we will see the benefit of it. But as of now, what we have is it's just Instagram and WhatsApp status. You understand? So social media, let's say social media. So for now, and TikTok as well. TikTok, shout out to Tita Job. If you have a new song or whatever, link her up and then and make sure she gets you on TikTok. It helps make your music trend. You look at what Bandy Jizzle featuring Attack featuring Jizzle is doing right now.
Hmm.
The song the song came out like just let's say 2 weeks ago, and it's one of the most streamed songs right now. If I tell you the numbers, you know, like on TikTok alone, it's you look at it and you look at the numbers like it's wild, you know.
Right.
So we have to start investing in marketing our music, not just release drop on YouTube and then boom like that. No.
I think unless artists, shout out to Ami Diva that's actually watching at this point, and she's into A&R as well. And I think both of you
Yeah.
could really work some magic out. 2022 is coming, and I felt like all of us that are into this could come up with beautiful ideas to just put our performance on a better scale, on a better platform. But I think it's also
Yeah.
more so to them to really understand that it is not just about recording the songs.
Mhm.
There's more that comes to in play when the music is out. When it comes to the
Yeah, there's
distribution,
there's
when it
there's,
comes.
there's a pre-planned pre-release and
Yes,
after release. So
yes,
what you do pre-release is you put out a teaser out there. It's coming, people will vibe to the song, and yeah, you give them excited. So when
yes.
the song comes out, there as it is, you have the video coming, you have radio tour, TV tour, digital marketing. You
Yeah.
have, you pay radios, TVs, and all that. Blogs, medias to put you out there, PR.
I don't.
So
So
we don't
let
do
me
none
ask
of
you this:
that.
how many artists actually believe that you have to pay, that you need to pay the radio station for them to play your song? Because I feel to this point, a lot of them be sending me songs and emailing me a bunch of content, and to them, oh, hang on, I'm allow you any small song. I sent you my song, I sent you the link to my video. Why sharing it? You need to understand that this is a product, and you need to invest in that product, meaning you need to spend money into marketing that product. So you'll have to set you if you want a song to go, you'll have to spend money into putting the song in the right places. And I think for
Like
yourself,
for,
you're in a better position to actually make them understand that.
no, like a lot of people like will come to me, oh, okay, I have a lot of Nigerian friends, yeah, like
Yeah.
managers of big time A-list artists, like A-list. I'm not talking about like upcoming artists or not. I'm
Hmm.
talking about the A-list Afrobeat artists. They will message me and tell me, you know what, you were bro. I want you to help me push my artist new song. It just don't drop now. Make it push it in Gambia for me. I'll tell them like they will ask me how much. Gfal can be a witness. He knows. He sends me. I usually call him, tells him, you know what, I have this guy and he wants this and that. So send me a proposal or send my dal a budget. He will send me a budget. So I'll forward it to them. Then we take it up from there. So for us, it's only us. I think what the reason is because of the industry is so poor that like even artists to put out something to for you to play their music, they still think it's a joking, but it's everywhere. I remember when Jizzle's EP came out, when I asked for a promo in Ghana, a promo in Nigeria, in Tanzania, in Uganda, in Kenya, because each song has its own market. The song that I
Yeah.
wanted to push in East Africa and then Nigeria, like the budget when I saw it, when they sent me everything, like it was $35,000 for 3 months. That's California is
75
one point
seventy-five
one.
thousand dollars, bro.
No, 35, 35.
Oh, okay, okay,
That was
thirty-five
just
thousand
for the
dollars.
audio. That was
Yes,
just for the audio for radio. You understand? Nigeria alone is around $10,000. So you add Uganda, you add Kenya, you add Tanzania, you add South Africa, Ghana. Was like, yo, and this is what a lot of artists spend on. The reason you see Burna Boy today is on everywhere Europe is because they spend so much on PR. They
true,
spend so much on marketing.
true.
So it's just us Munfini, Master Habira, Kisuma Boiler, and you, we haven't I wouldn't say it's suit, but I think we haven't reached that level yet. Because if you do that, like you expect those radio stations to pay you back, like this is publishing for publishing royalties and all that. So we haven't reached that level yet, but it's happening. People pay, you can pay certain if you have a video and you want it to be on all these TV stations in Nigeria, it's around 20,000 plus or
Mhm.
$50,000 plus. Unless you have someone there. For someone, I can get it for 1,000 or $2,000 to $3,000 for them to play the video because of the connections that I have, you know,
True.
or the links I had with most of them. So the same way they will want a favor from me, it's the same way they will give me that favor. You understand? But then again, the video has to be standard. It has to be something venue because they will want to listen to the song first
Hmm.
and then we proceed with it. You don't just send them any song and all that. So I get a lot
Right.
of artists asking me for this. When I tell them, "What's your budget?" They don't even have a budget. So like I said, if you are spending $150,000 on a song, make sure you have $200,000 separate for marketing of that song.
Damn.
Even Senegal, just Senegal here, just Senegal here. Like
True.
they charge you for that. you know.
Very,
So
very true.
sometimes I get it. If your video is on Trace, if you see your video or someone tells you your video is on Trace Talker, it's because I put it there because of the relationship I had with the manager. So if you send it to them with the email directly to them, they will send you a budget
True.
for your song. So sorry for your video and song to be on Trace Africora TV and Trace Radio in Dakar, and then for them to post you on their socials. So it's just like I said, you feel master habit. Like, we have a lot to learn. I'm still learning. So there's so much to do, bro.
But Yuva Abdullah Jallow, Mr. Jallow, thank you so much for the time. Guys, please follow him on all his social platform of social media accounts. Follow plus 220 as well. And I think for the work that you're doing for the artists, I must commend you. And I don't think people really understand what you're actually doing at this point. Knowing how digital the world is getting at this point, it is important that if anyone has a passion, they need to invest in that passion at this point. But thank you so much. I know it's a little late for you, and the little one is running around here already, looking some certain way.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the conversation, and I hope that a lot understand this. I will chop this up, and I'll basically create segments, and I'll share it. And once it's on YouTube, you certainly be having a copy of this. But thank you so much for the time, and we certainly commend
Bless,
you
man.
for all that you do, bro.
All right, bless it, boy. You have been trying me, but time, boy.
I
Time
know,
has
bro.
always
I
been.
know, I know, I know,
Like I said, I
I
was
know.
having calls with different artists like that came
Hmm.
down for December, and they were like, when can we meet? I told them, you know what? If you can come to my workplace, yeah, it will be better. But if you wait for me to tell you I'm free, I don't even have time for myself. Like to be honest, like when I get home, take shower and then boom, sleep. I don't. Sometimes my son will come, blah 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 blah, and all that. Like you said, when he told me like, hey, like
You hear mine. You hear my own now.
yeah. You there for that cruise, bro. So yeah, blessed man. Like yeah, I'm open to everyone, man. Like if you really want to work, link
Yeah.
up, let's work, let's get it done, let's get the paper.
Let's get that paper. You heard it right here, though, bro. I appreciate you, and regards to Madam, and kisses to the cute one, though.
All right, blessed, bro.
All right, guys, that is